We're back promoting our school, securing our future at Heritage Middle School, courtesy of KIDO. We are so excited once again to be back promoting education in the Treasure Valley. We're going to be talking to parents, teachers, students, and if you have questions, you can always message me on Facebook. It's going to be a great day. Please join us. Promoting our school, securing our future, thanks to our friends at KIDO. It is great to be back in the classroom. Joining us now, Principal Susan McElormy. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Again, ma'am.
Good morning.
Thank you for having us here. Tell us a little bit about the school year. How's it going?
It's been a wonderful year so far. We have about 1,210 students here at Heritage, and the kids have, just been a great group of kids this year. We have had minimal discipline issues, and so we can really focus in and do our jobs, and that is teach our kids.
Joining us now, Gary Wheeler, health teacher. Gary, you are monitoring the broadcast. How are we doing?
Well, very well. Yeah.
Well, thank you. It's tough here. We talk a little bit about health and fitness. Obviously, it's a big issue. What's your day like? What's the curriculum like at the middle school level?
Well, I think it's very robust. It's very varied. Sixth graders, lots of games, lots of activities, trying to get them up and active. Seventh graders, more lifetime sports, lifetime issues. Then eighth graders get our district health curriculum, which focuses on all sides of their health, and they also get PE every day of the week as well.
We remember the old PE, yes. They still have the uniforms and stuff.
We do wear uniforms, yeah. That's more so to keep them. No, not necessarily, but we want to keep them in clothes that they are comfortable in, they can move in,
right.
Don't mind sweating in. They want to send them back to class in their street clothes. So
that is tough. The old, exercise, then you got to go back to class.
Sure.
How has health education changed over the years?
Well, this is my 22nd year of doing this. I've seen a little bit of everything. I think the focus now is more on what's relevant to the kids at this point. We do a number of activities in the building that the kids would see on TV, maybe CrossFit, things like that for PE. We don't necessarily do the traditional ball games. We have an 8th grade multi-fitness class, which is basically CrossFit.
See, it's the first one of the season. I thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
What is the pressure like when you see these young kids and, the idea of writing in the age of texting and instant messaging? Is it a challenge to get them to buy in?
It is a challenge, especially with the texting. They want to, use the letter U instead of actually writing it out. And so
I've kind of fallen into that too, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and so what I try to do is I try to make it so it's something that they know that they'll be using outside of the classroom. When I always ask them, when would you use this? Why is it important? And I try to get them to buy into it that way.
Right. Mm-hmm. Writing, I've found, I think for most folks, is one of the most intimidating arts or skills one can have. And, even the people that are proficient in writing and such, they have people, hey, can you clean this up? Can you clean that up? And I think I found that if you can effectively sell this to young people, that if you can write, you can do just about anything, you're going to have a job for life or a skill for life.
Yeah. Yeah, and I always talk about, even if you aren't doing a profession that has writing, you're always going to have to send emails, talk to your boss and send them an email, different things like that, so they will always need writing.
Yeah, those long-winded emails you get from people, and you're like, a semicolon, really? Come on.
Yes.
And you don't know if they're using it right or not. It does seem, though, that we've kind of made up our own rules with this generation when it comes to grammar and such. I mean, the OMG, the U's and such. Traditionally, getting them to say, well, it's important to spell out the word as opposed to just doing your own shortcut, if you will.
Yeah, and we always look at writing and what is great writing, and I ask, why is there a comma here? What else could we do to reword this or put in different things? And so they're constantly looking at different literature and different sentences, and to see what they can do to make their writing better. And we kind of joke around, well, why wouldn't you put OMG in there? Why wouldn't you do this shorthand? I don't know. We try to make almost a joke.
Ty Schmidt with us, math teacher. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
So we've got you with us. We've got Todd Christensen from Cap Ed, and I thought we would have you ask him a few math questions here as we.
Well, when
That's
a train
the Common
leaves,
Core train, right?
Okay, certainly, Todd. We want you to jump in because obviously.
Monday was Pi Day.
Yeah.
There's my math.
Now, what is pi?
Pi, 3.14.
Oh,
so
see.
March 14th.
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah, I think he's ready for a few more.
Now we just need a few more digits on the end of that.
Yeah. So should we start with the multiplication tables? How about that?
Isn't it 3.14159?
Very good. 2-6. After that.
2-6.
Oh, come on. He knows. That's not fun that he knows the answer.
No, I just know that we had Pi at the office on Monday at 1:59 in the afternoon. That's
Let's talk a little bit about math at the middle school level. What's the curriculum like?
Well, we teach 6th through 8th here, so we go anywhere from solving equations to working with volumes of cylinders and cones or anything else like that. And we can get up to, we even have an honors it's the 9th grade curriculum, but we have 8th graders taking the 9th grade class for high school credit here, that they get to go into a little bit higher math here at the middle school level.
So now, what is 8th grade math? Is that pre-algebra, algebra 1?
It's what we would consider as algebra for the most part. It's part of the old algebra curriculum of what we would look like, what we would had when we were in school.
Sure. So algebra's out?
No, algebra's not out. We just don't call. It's algebra. That's what it is. It's Common Core 8 is what we call it right now in 8th grade, but we still solve equations. Math hasn't changed. It hasn't changed from way back, and it's not going to change. We just may nowadays attack it a little bit differently than maybe when we were in school.
Sure. So as far as the differences, and does that enhance learning? Obviously it does. How is it different from, parents? Parents are always worried about being able to help their kids with the homework. Math, a tough challenge. Who remembers what x plus y equals z means? But you do. Any tips to help parents?
One of the biggest thing is a lot of our teachers, and I love the group that I work with our math teachers, is we keep things on our online website. We keep PowerPoints. We keep the assignments up there. We're open on email to be able to ask questions. Khan Academy has been one of the greatest things with the introduction of technology, that parents can be able to go and relearn or
community support and really touching the lives of the youth in their classroom. And it can be done, and we see it being done day in and day out, where teachers take the initiative.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
I'll be right back.
Okay, thank you.